It's Brenda. I'm so excited to be studying with you this week, and so wanted to take this first week of study and just kind of review some of the questions so that it would be extra help for you to figure out exactly what the questions mean, because the study is sort of new for all of us. And so I'll review days 1 and 2 today, and then I'll look at days 3 and 4 tomorrow, and I'll post a video on day 5 on Wednesday, just to kind of give us some extra help, get us all on the same page. So if you notice on page 7, when it asks to do the symbols, I've done that for you this week, just to give you a quick example of what that looks like. And so go ahead, maybe you want to add some more, you want to underline some things that you think are important, go ahead and do that. But just kind of take note, look at some of the patterns of how many times the Lord's name is used, look at some of the time phrases that are in rectangles, that, you know, formally, now, remain, some of those things, and just kind of look through those and mark those and get ready to do that for your study next week. So on page 8, day 1, it asks you to, the first thing that it asks you to do on day 1, and day 1's super simple, it'll take you about 15 minutes, maybe tops. It says to read it 3 different ways in different translations. That's to give you an idea and help you kind of, it'll use some different words to help you understand what the text is saying. The first question for day 1, and really the only question for day 1, it says in your own words, summarize what chapter 1 is about. So that is just not interpreting it, not getting to application for your life. That's just trying to figure out what the chapter is about, trying to come up with, like, summarizing it and then coming up with one big idea. There's one thing that this chapter is kind of like getting at. And what's that one thing that this chapter is trying to get to? And so kind of go through that again. If you don't think, oh, I don't know if I'm getting it right, take a shot at it. We're never going to learn if we don't just write out the things that we think and then come to group and come together with other people and try to learn through that. So give it your best shot. I would say day 2, again, maybe 15 minutes. Day 2 is on page 9. There's 3 questions for day 2, and I would just encourage you, take one question at a time and just sit with that question and get through it, and then move on to the next question. The second question there, it says list 3 or 4 keywords. These aren't like any right or wrong answer. Everybody in your group will have different keywords that stand out. This might be a word that you think, I don't know what that means, so I'm gonna put that down and I want to look up, because you're going to look up what they mean on day 3. So day 2, just write out 3 or 4 singular words that maybe you're interested in, or a word that you think is key, or a word that maybe you just want to define because you don't know what it means. Super simple. Question 3 says list 5 or 10 observations. Now, people have asked, well, what exactly is that? So let me explain it. These are just facts. You're looking at chapter 1 and you're just going through and you're listing out 5 or 10 facts. It could be Timothy was in Ephesus. You know, it could be Paul was writing to Timothy because he wanted him to stop false teaching. Just 5 or 10 facts that you notice. You're not listing so much the why or the how. You're just listing the who, what, where, when. Just if the text says it and you think it's important, you list it out. That's it. That's 2 days down in your homework. So be encouraged. I look forward to studying you. Day 3, you'll start really unpacking that. So day 2, you might think, oh gosh, this is so simple. I must not be doing it right. You're doing it right. Just know that, and come in and study together. So I will review day 3 and 4 tomorrow. Happy studying.